baseball championship at Trinity College last year in memorable fashion with a 2-1 win over the actually scored the tying and winning run and a force out to second base. Terrific base running play for former coach Brian Ham. But this is a new era at Amherst as Ham is actually coaching Eastern, who was just here midweek. J.P. Pine, in his first season in charge, takes over a Mammoth program with plenty of talent returning. Wesleyan returning basically their entire roster from last season. We should have a fantastic pitching matchup for you today as both teams will send out their aces. Sosa will be on the bump for Wesleyan, and Andrew Ferrero, senior out of San Francisco, talented flamethrower for the Mammoths. In just a few moments, getting the action underway, these two teams will do battle for what is a historic matchup in their 293rd all-time get-together. Going through the starting lineups, first for the visiting Amherst Mammoths, it'll be Kai Terada-Herzer leading off and playing center field. Joe Palma will bat second and play right field. Nick Nardone at third base. In the three-hole, Stephen Burke batting cleanup at shortstop. Chase Henley will be the designated hitter, batting fifth. Will Murphy will be at first base, batting sixth. The catcher, Sev Simeone, bat seventh. Rob Casey in left field, batting eighth. And Daniel Chin will bat ninth and play second base. The pitcher on the mound, talented senior Andrew Ferrero. And he will obviously not bat with the DH in the lineup. For Wesleyan, Alex Capitelli leads off in left field. Andrew Keith in center field, batting second. Andrew Koff in the three-hole will be the designated hitter. Andrew Geibel will play second base and bat cleanup. Danny Rose at first base, batting fifth. The catcher, Chase Pratt, batting sixth. Jake Alonzo at shortstop will bat seventh. Johnny Corning at third base, batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup in right field is Jamie Mills on the mound. The talented sophomore left-hander, Kelvin Sosa, for Wesleyan coach Mark Woodworth in his 18th season in charge of the Cardinals. Both teams receiving their final instructions. Both pitchers finishing up their final tosses in just a moment. We'll have live baseball for you on your home for all of Wesleyan athletic events, the Northeast Sports Network. Back in just a second from the Dresser Diamond on NSN. And the Cardinals take the field at home for their first NESCAC matchup of the 2019 season. Wesleyan wearing their home whites with black pinstripes trimmed in cardinal red with cardinal red numbers and black hats. Amherst will be wearing their road grays trimmed in black with purple lettering and numbers. Kelvin Sosa on the bump at home for the first time this year after a fantastic rookie season in Middletown. Sophomore at 6'1", 175 pounds out of the Bronx. He's 3-2 on the season already with a 6 ERA. Of course, you got to be careful looking at the pitching numbers early on in the year. One bad inning can really skew the stats one way or the other. Never seen Sosa before. He's a lefty that really mixes and matches his unique delivery. He'll leave that leg up there. He'll double clutch, sometimes 3 leg kicks along the way. Very fun to watch. He'll get the Friday start for the Cardinals. Amherst will send Kai Herzer, Joe Palma, and Nick Nardone up if anyone should reach. Stephen Burke will get a plate appearance. This is an Amherst team that's lost a lot offensively from last year, but still plenty of reliable arms to work with. Just about to get underway. Ferrero steps in. Sosa peers into Chase Pratt for the time. And we're underway. First pitch misses downstairs. The Wesleyan defense. Outfield from left to right. It'll be Capitelli, Keith, and Mills. Sosa pounds one into the strike zone, and it's out. Infield from left to right. Johnny Kelvin at third. Alonzo at short. Andrew Geibel at second base, and Danny Rose at first. Chase Pratt handling the catcher. Sosa goes quick pitch. It's rocketed to second. Fielded there. Swung over to first. One down. So a 4-3 put out as Geibel goes to Rose, and Herzer is retired on 3 pitches.
Look at that setup. Garbage bag.
So next up will be Joe Palma. Sosa working out of the windup, misses upstairs. Left on left matchup. Palma, a sophomore out of Austin, Texas, takes down low. Hitting .432, that's 16 for 37 early on with 11 ribbies, a homer, and 7 extra base hits. Explosive start for the sophomore outfielder at 6'1", 180. A 2-0 count from Sosa. High leg kick. Fouled straight back. Count goes 2-1 on Palma. Possibilities of rain, but it looks for now like we're going to be okay. A few droplings falling occasionally. Sosa peers into Pratt looking for the call. Shakes him off. Maybe we'll see a breaking ball for the first time today. Kelvin with a single leg kick, and there is the breaking ball. Sliced foul. Alonzo comes across and calls him off and makes a really nice running grab. 2 down. Gets Palma to pop out to Alonzo. Looked like Corning was there to make the play, but the shortstop had the better angle. 2 up and 2 down for Amherst. That'll bring up Nick Nardone. Nardone, a senior, hitting .281 with a .478 on-base percentage. Sosa takes a little something off and gets ahead 0-1. Another change up, and Sosa's ahead 0-2, looking for his first punch out of the day. The Wesleyan bench is all in right now, to be understood. Both teams on their feet. Sosa with the 0-2 offering. Hesitates, holds the leg kick, and just misses downstairs. First time we've seen Kelvin mix up that leg kick today. Sometimes he looks like he's trying to kickstart a Harley, and you'll see 1, 2, and even 3 times the charm. That time he kind of held it out there, trying to throw off the timing of the hitter. 1-2 offering. Fastball, chopped to short. Alonzo comes in across the diamond in time. A 1-2-3 inning. 6-3 on the putout, and Sosa off to a nice start. After 1/2 of an inning, we're scoreless, no runs, no hits, no errors, and the Cardinals are due up. Back with more from Corwin Stadium. The Dresser Diamond after this on the Northeast Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go Wes.
Alongside producer Walter LaFeld, Chris Grace with you on the Northeast Sports Network. A 1-2-3, top of the first for Kelvin Sosa. Will bring the Cardinals up to the plate. For the first time in the NESCAC here at home in Middletown, it'll be Alex Capitelli followed by Andrew Keith and Andrew Koff, if anyone should reach. Second baseman Andrew Geibel will get his first plate appearance of the day. Geibel, a freshman, getting the start and batting cleanup. Tells you how much Coach Woodworth thinks of the second baseman in his first year in Middletown. Andrew Ferrero, experienced right-hander on the mound for Amherst. He was their top starter last year. When he gets into a rhythm, he could get really hot. Defensively for Amherst, the outfield from left to right, it'll be Rob Casey in left with Terada Herzer in center and Palma in right. Infield from left to right, Nardone, Burke, Chin, and Murphy, and Simeone doing the catching. So Capitelli leads off for Wesleyan. Junior hitting .333 with a .424 on base percentage. 8 runs batted in. First pitch up and in, nearly hit him. Again, comes inside with the two-seamer with a little too much run. As the skies continue to clear and it opens up, it's become a little bit brighter. 2-0 count to Capitelli. He has drawn 7 walks in 13 games. Good on-base guy for Coach Woodworth. 2-0 count. Ferrero again misses up and in, and quickly it's 3-0. Ferrero, a 6'2" senior out of San Francisco, California. And again, missing inside, a 4-pitch walk. Alex Capitelli gets on the easy way. Our first base runner of the game comes by way of the walk, and now Andrew Keith will step in. Keith, a senior, hitting .432 with an impressive .552 on base percentage. Capitelli with just 1 stolen base this year. And again, Ferrero continues to miss with that two-seamer. Basically to the same place on all 5 pitches. Still looking for his first strike. You know the sun's coming out because Allie has reached for the sunglasses. Breaking ball in there for a strike. So maybe Ferrero has a better feel for the deuce than he does for the heater right now. And throws his first strike of the day. Again, missing outside. So 6 of the 7 pitches thrown by Ferrero have missed the strike zone. Keith, a senior out of Millersville, Maryland. The captain on this team. He's got an open stance. Capitelli with a small lead. Breaking ball misses downstairs. And it's 3-1. Let's see how aggressive the Cards are with this 3-1 count. It is a slightly muddy track today with the rain that we've had. 3-1 pitch, runner not going. It's lined to the left center field gap, and he'll get down. That one drops in front of Casey, and the Cardinals have their first hit, and they've got 2 runners on with nobody out in the first. That brings up Andrew Koff, Jr., who's been scalding hot, hitting .474 with 19 runs batted in and a .500 on base percentage. Start the season. Capitelli on second, Keith on first, nobody out in the bottom of the first. 293rd all-time meeting between these two teams. Staggering to think about. Working from the stretch, it's lined to second, that could be 2. Flipped over to second for 1, the return throw to first in time. So Capitelli will take third, but not the result Koff was looking for. A 4-6-3 double play. And just like that, Ferrero is 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. Andrew Geibel, freshman second baseman. 10 for 30 in his young career with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Breaking ball and a beauty in there for strike 1. I've seen Ferrero quite a bit through the years, and sometimes it takes him a little while to get into a rhythm, but once he does, he can really mow down hitters. See if that double play ball gets him going. And that ball's ripped to the hole, and Geibel drives in the game's first run. Capitelli fires up his bench. Coach Woody pushing the right buttons, putting the freshman in the cleanup hole. And Wesleyan scores the game's first run. Lined one through the right side for the Ribby single. That brings up Danny Rose. Up and in on the 2-seamer. Danny Rose, the senior, hitting .425 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. Also a captain. Really nasty hook. Boy. Ferrero gets great bite on that traditional overhand curveball. 1-1 count, short lead at first, comes back to the hook and gets ahead 1-2. The Cards thought that one was a little bit down, but it looked like a pretty good pitch. Geibel at first with 2 down. 1-2 count. Ferrero working from the stretch. Fastball flipped out to right. Third hit of the inning, all singles. And the Cards will have runners on first and second. Danny Rose reaches with a single to right. That'll bring up Chase Pratt, junior catcher, off to a somewhat slow start, hitting .250. He does have a homer and 3 triples to his name. Now a couple of ducks on the pond here in the bottom of the first. Boy, how big does that double play ball look now for Ferrero? This could be a huge inning for the Cards otherwise. As 5 of the first 6 hitters have reached successfully for Wesleyan, 3 on hits, and the leadoff walk to Capitelli. Geibel at second, Rose at first, up and in, and Rose able to check his swing, or was it a foul ball? Calling it a foul ball, I believe, as the umpire from shortstop comes in, and it will be a check swing foul ball against Chase Pratt. I didn't hear a sound, but did look like he offered. So good job getting together by the umpires. Early season game. Certainly not warm, but it could definitely be colder on a Friday afternoon in Connecticut this time of year. If the sun will make a cameo, it might make things even nicer. 0-1 count, open stance for the left-hand hitting Pratt. Lifts one well, foul. That should go out of play. And it does, and it's 0-2 on the Sports star, also a linebacker on the football team. Should see significant playing time next year. Cardinals losing some productive linebackers. Oh, 2 count. See if he goes to the hook. High and away fastball struck him out. And Ferrero really got out of there with minimal damage. So the Cards send 6 to the plate. They strand 2. 3 hits along the way. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We head to the second with Wesleyan leading 1-0 at Dresser Diamond. Back with more on your home for Cardinal Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network, after this in Middletown.
Being a Cardinal here at Wesleyan means supporting and facilitating a healthy, competitive environment. It means putting in work, breaking boundaries, and supporting each other. It means getting loud and proud for your teammates. It means pushing through that last lap until there's nothing left. My name is Caroline Murphy. I am a 3-time NESCAC champion and NCAA All-American, and I am proud to be a Cardinal.
So Wesleyan will come up in the second. Stephen Burke will lead things off as they're looking for their first base runner of the afternoon. Sosa working from the windup with nobody on. Takes a little something off and misses outside for ball 1. Sosa had a 1-2-3 in the first. Misses down low behind Burke, 2-0. Burke, a talented sophomore, hitting .325 with a homer and 10 ribbies. Also has a big arm. You'll see Burke working out of relief sometimes for Amherst. Up and in. Boy, it's 3-0. Sosa gave him a little chin music. Picks out the inside corner for strike 1. Sosa peers in, working out of the windup. High leg kick. Fouled straight back, and it caught Pratt in the face mask. Looks like he's okay. The umpire will give him a minute to get his bearings. Pratt wearing an old school face mask. Gives the thumbs up to the sideline. Beautiful shots you're seeing, courtesy of producer Walter Lefeld. The high center field angle here at Dresser Diamond. It's a great classic baseball field here in Middletown. Some natural seating and some bleachers behind home plate. Sun is also fully making an appearance now. 3-2 count. Sosa trying to work back from the 3-0 hole to get Burke. Just missed downstairs. Walk to Burke, and the Mammoths have their first base runner. DH Chase Henley next up. Henley hitting .333 with a homer and 16 runs batted in. Those 16 ribeyes are enough to lead the Mammoths. Senior out of Pleasanton, California. Sosa works quickly out of the stretch. A breaking ball misses downstairs. Burke has 1 stolen base. This is not an Amherst team that runs a ton, just 8 stolen bases so far. And Sosa misses again, starting to lose his command a little bit here in the top of the second. Burke with a medium-sized lead, being held on by Rose. 2-0. Sliced foul, that will be out of play. Count goes 2-1 on Henley. As always, if you're out there and you couldn't make the game, happy you could be with us on NSN. If you'd like to be part of the broadcast or point out something that I'm doing incorrectly, you could always connect with me on Twitter at ChrisGrace82. ChrisGrace82. Just try to keep it clean if you want to be part of the broadcast. Sosa throws over to first, and Burke gets back in plenty of time. That's ChrisGrace82 on Twitter or at NSN Sports. That ball is laced down the line, hooking, just foul. Missed extra bases by about 3 inches. The count goes even. Ball was smoked, but had just enough draw on it to go foul. Now see if Amherst is aggressive here, and Coach Pine sends the runner with nobody out on a 2-2 count. Trying to stay out of the double play if nothing else, but Sosa working from the stretch, peers over. That ball is lifted to first, past the glove of Rose, and it slowly dribbles into right field. That'll allow Burke to go first to third. Throw is cut off, and the Mammoths are in business in the second. They have their first hit, and their first 2 batters reach. The runners on the corners with nobody out after Henley just blooped one out to right off the end of the bat. So Henley was living good. They're going to play for 2 with a 1-run lead in the second inning. They'll play the infield back. It's Will Murphy, junior first baseman, comes up. Murphy also plays some second base. Junior out of Washington, D.C. Burke at third, Henley at first, nobody out. Wesleyan leading 1-0 here in the top of the second. Sosa working out of the stretch. Takes something off, and a beautiful first pitch changeup in there for strike 1. Sosa will feature a couple of different fastballs, a changeup and a kind of a slurve in between a curveball and a traditional slider. Two-seamer misses out. Boy, I love the look. Nearly all the Cardinals with the high socks. Really, Amherst wearing a lot of the Mammoths wearing the classic stirrups as well. So, embracing the opening day of the NESCAC season. Oh, straight back at me. If the net wasn't there, I would have made the play. Or fortunately, for that matter, the net was there. So, we'll leave that one to the ball boy and look to make a play later on. 1-2 count. Sosa could really use a strikeout here. Kelvin working from the stretch. Peers over at first. Up and in, and he got him. Murphy goes down swinging, the first punch out of the day for Sosa. And a huge out is now. The Cards are a double play away from getting out of this jam with no damage at all. That'll bring up Severino Simeone, junior catcher out of Weston, Mass. Sosa comes quickly, up and in, just missed a little high. Simeone, 25 at bats, hitting just 240. Also, threat to hit into a double play. Most catchers are. And a called strike. Typically, when catcher drops the ball, you don't get the benefit of the call, but it looked like a knee-high strike. The count goes 1-1. On Simeone, of course, when these little three matchups take place, they will alternate home and home, so unlike most NESCAC weekends, the Cards will just play one here in Middletown before heading to Amherst for a doubleheader tomorrow. We'll be here for some men's action, though. Have the call for you on NSN for that one. Sosa delivers 2-1, letter high and just missed. Boy, that looked pretty good. Count goes 3-1 on Simeone with Rob Casey waiting on deck. Short lead off the first. It's fouled straight back, high off the screen. Count goes full, and will Coach Pine send the runner at first to try to stay out of the double play? It seemed like the move here, 3-2-1 out. This part in your batting order, but let's see how aggressive they are. Decent lead at first. Runner not going. Lifted straight up. Pratt had it bounce off his glove, and that'll extend the at-bat, and that should more than likely be an error on the catcher Pratt to extend the at-bat. So it'll be an E2 on Pratt. Steps off, so another chance now for Simeone after Pratt dropped the pop-up. Up and in, he struck him out. It doesn't matter. So Sosa with back-to-back swinging strikeouts after first two guys got on, and his bench trying to fire him up as Rob Casey steps up with runners on the corner and now two away. Casey, a junior, hitting .238 with 3 runs batted in. Playing left field today for the Mammoths. Foul tipped into the glove of Pratt, and it's 0-1. Paints the inside corner for strike 2. And Sosa 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. Important now for Pratt to block any potential breaking ball in the dirt. Goes with a two-seamer, and he misses away as the bench was ready to explode out onto the field. So Burke led off with a walk, single by Henley. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts of Murphy and Simeone. Sosa delivers, and it's fouled straight back. So once again, Sosa a pitch away from getting out of the jam. 1-2, 2 down, top of the second inning. Fastball up and in, and Casey lays off with Daniel Chin waiting on deck. Two, 2, and 2. Make a wish. Sosa delivers. Struck him out! Sosa battles back and he punches out 3 in a row swinging and gets out of a jam as the bench explodes for the super sophomore out of the Bronx. After 1.5, the Mammoths strand 2, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners are left on. We head to the bottom of the second with Wesleyan on top 1-0 on your home for Cardinal Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network. Back with more from Middletown after this.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go West.
So Kelvin Sosa bounces back and strikes out 3 in a row to get out of a jam in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Jake Alonso, Johnny Corning, and Jamie Mills, the bottom trio of the order. If anyone should reach, Capitelli would get his second plate appearance. Ferrero throws that wicked 2-seamer and gets it in on the hands of Alonso. Alonso had a really nice sophomore season. He lifts that one up, and that will go foul, and the count goes 0-2 on Alonso. Jake hitting .331 with a .441 on-base percentage. He's got a homer and 5 ribbies and 5 stolen bases, second most on the Cards. Ferrero misses up and in with a 4-seam fastball. I think that's the first 4-seamer I've seen him throw. One, 2, goes back to the 2-seamer, chopped to third. Nardone across the diamond in time, 1 away. 5-3 on the putout to retire Alonso. That brings up third baseman Johnny Corning. Corning, a junior, 4 for 28 the early part of the season. First pitch in there for strike 1. Tell you what, it's hard to keep your composure if you pay enough attention to the Cardinal bench, because they are non-stop. And that breaking ball is a good one, and Ferrero looks like he's settled in. It's 0-2. You're going to wonder at the end of this game if the Cardinals are going to rue not scoring more runs in the first inning when they had him on the ropes. Looks like he's settled in. Goes with the high riding fastball and misses 1-2 on Johnny Corning. Corning, a junior out of Land O'Lakes, Florida. Again, tries to get him to chase and misses upstairs. Two-two, breaking ball and a good one, and it's chopped, and it will just roll foul as Simeone swats it away when it's in foul territory, and we'll do it again. Of course, Major League Baseball got underway yesterday with a full schedule of games. And all the teams who aren't in the East Coast, or, excuse me, all the teams who don't play in outdoor stadiums or don't play in traditional warm weather parks are off tonight because they always put that weather day in, but there are a handful of games on the Major League schedule tonight. Great time of the year for baseball. We'll update you on the NESCAC scoreboard as this one goes along. Corning digs in, 2-2 count. Ferrero working out of the windup. One down in the bottom of the second. That one is chopped to short. Burke comes in, stumbles, a low throw, and he can't scoop it. That'll be an error. Corning will advance to second base as the ball goes out of play. So an error on the shortstop, Stephen Burke, allows Corning to get to second base. First error against the Mammoths, E6. So a two-base error against Burke will allow Corning to get to second. Jamie Mills will come up looking to bunt on the first pitch. Gets one down, fielded by Ferrero. Over to first in time. That will get the runner to third with 2 outs. Credit Mills for a sacrifice. One 3 on the sacrifice. So Alex Capitelli will come up with a runner on third and 2 down. Capitelli walked on 4 pitches, takes a first pitch breaking ball. It catches enough of the inside corner for strike 1. Ferrero has had great command of the hook all afternoon, struggled to command his two-seam fastball early on.
Hey, Cap!
Mills, the sacrifice bunt to bring Corning to third. Set the stage for Capitelli with 2 outs. Tries another curve. That one misses downstairs. Fastball just missed the outside corner. Count goes 2-1. So 2-1 on the leadoff hitter, Alex Capitelli. A beautiful breaking ball in there to even the count at 2-2. Now Ferrero 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. 2-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Cards lead 1-0 on the ribby single by Andrew Geibel. Tries a fastball and misses upstairs. So far, it looks like our home plate umpire is more of a low ball umpire. Seems to be getting a little bit more of the bottom of the zone, but can't complain. He's done a pretty good job so far. 3-2, 2 outs. Ferrero could work from the windup if he'd like with a runner on third and 2 outs. See if he... No, it looks like he's going to come from the stretch. Breaking ball just staying alive as Capitelli fought that one off. Count will remain full. On the junior left fielder out of North Caldwell, New Jersey, Alex Capitelli. Andrew Keith waiting on deck. 3-2, 2 down. Fastball is fouled straight back. And we'll do it again. A really nice at bat from Capitelli, staying alive, forcing Ferrero to work. Ferrero slowing himself down, 3-2. Another foul ball. Capitelli continues to force the senior out of San Francisco to throw extra pitches here in the second. There were a lot of pitches in the first, aided by a critical double play ball. Before the Cards got a 2-out single from Geibel to take the lead. Now again working hard in this inning, not his fault. The runner on third base reached by way of an error on shortstop Stephen Burke. 3-2 count. Chop to third. It's off the glove and into left field. And the Cards score their second run. Kind of an in-between hop. It's hit pretty hard. I think you go either way on that one. Probably call that a hit for Capitelli. Either way, the Cards score their second run. I think you roulette a single, a hard hit single at this level, and an RBI for Capitelli, as it really ate up Nardone at third base. First pitch misses to Keith. So a fantastic at bat by Capitelli. So he reaches for the second time. 1-0 changeup in there. I think that's the first changeup we've seen from Ferrero. Evens the count at 1-1 on Keith. He singled to right field in the first inning, in his second plate appearance in the second inning. Runner goes. Throw down to second is a good one, and he is out of there. So Capitelli caught stealing to end the inning, but he knocks in a run. And Wesleyan has doubled their lead. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on. We head to the third inning. Cardinals lead 2-0 on your home for Cardinal Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network. We head to the top of the third inning. Cardinals lead 2-0. Daniel Chin, the number 9 hitter, will get his first plate appearance for the Mammoths. Sosa with a great bounce back there at the end of the second inning after giving up a walk and a single to the first 2 hitters. Struck out 3 in a row to finish the Mammoths off in the second. Giving up 1 hit and struck out 3 through 2 innings. Gets ahead of Chin. The first pitch fastball, second pitch fastball misses, and it's 1-1. Chin starting at second base. He is hitting .387 in his first year at Amherst. Lines that one to right, and it's slicing, fouled. Boy, he got pretty solid contact on that, but he'll have to head back, something but a long strike. Daniel Chin, spelled Q-I-N. First year out of Never seen this name before. I'm going to give it my best. Issaquah, Washington. Again, if you're watching from Issaquah, Washington, you can contact me on my Twitter handle at ChrisGrace82 to tell me if I butchered that or not. 1 and 2. Two. Sosa comes inside with a fastball, get in on the hands. Tough play for Rose, and it'll land foul in between Rose and Mills as Chin got away with that one as Sosa really got into his kitchen, but unfortunate for Kelvin, he'll have to try again on a 2-2 count. Sosa peers in. See if he alters his delivery here as he's known to do on a 2-strike count. A long peer into Pratt. And a late time called. 2-2, and he lines that one over the screen. Foul, and almost took out an unknowing spectator. You got to have your head on a swivel when you come to a live baseball game. Jeez. 2-2, a nice at bat from Chin. Change up, grounded to short. Alonso ranges in, fires a strike across the diamond. 6-3 put out. Chin is retired for the first out of the top of the third. Alonso, so solid, the local product out of Hamden, Connecticut, just down the road. Played his high school baseball at Xavier right here in Middletown, over at Palmer Field. Can't say that for a fact, actually. I know Xavier used to play at Palmer Field. I'm guessing they still do. Great. Down the road. Ball is bounced downstairs. Kai Torada Herzer getting his second plate appearance. He is 0 for 1, grounded out to second to lead off the game. Cards will not be back here in Middletown until next weekend, where they'll host the Continentals of Hamilton for a 3-game set, 4 o'clock on Friday, and a doubleheader, 12 and approximately 2:30 on Saturday. Midweek, the Cards will head to Johnson and Wales. 2-0, Torada Herzer. Just missed inside. Torada Herzer, a sophomore out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Hicks the letter high strike. Three and one. Sosa has really bared down when he's gotten behind hitters in this game. Just missed upstairs. Boy, missed much. The second walk allowed by Sosa, a 1-out base runner in the form of Kai Torada Herzer. He is 1 for 2, attempted steals. Bring up Joe Palma, who fouled out to Alonso in the first. Alonso made a really nice running grab. Torada Herzer with a short lead at first. Sosa does a really good job as a lefty holding runners. Fastball misses down. A nice block by Pratt to keep it in front. Full slate of baseball going on as the NESCAC opens their season today in America's pastime. Trinity taking on Bowdoin, leading 2-0. And that game's actually being played at Colby and Waterville because Bowdoin's field has not made it through the winter quite yet. Sosa throws over to first. Torada Herzer back in plenty of time. Bates and Tufts in the top of the first in Medford. Again checking Princeton and Middlebury played today in Orlando. Middlebury was victorious 7-2. Colby and Williams also played a game in Kissimmee just outside of Orlando with the East winning 6-3. They'll play another game later today. Sosa falls behind 2-0 on Palmo. And misses, and now Sosa loses command. Palmo hitting 432. He's also drawn 10 walks. He's been 552. Taking up now, and Sosa with an knee-high strike. Palmo, sophomore out of Austin, Texas, by way of Wesleyan. Great athletic heritage at that school. Breaking ball through the hole into right for a base hit. Gerardo Herzer will get the stop sign. Fielded quickly by Mills, and it'll be runners on first and second with one away. Second hit of the game for Amherst. Next time Palmo comes up, I'll enlighten everyone on the history of Westlake High School. Allie can't wait. She's a football fan. So Nick Nardone, senior out of Fairfield Ward High School in Fairfield, Connecticut. With 2 on and 1 out. Sosa steps off. The Amherst bench is looking for a balk, but clearly just hoping and reaching there. Fastball misses upstairs. Now their bench jockeys are performing at mid-season level, trying to help up their third hitter, Nick Nardone, with Gerardo Herzer at second. Palmo at first. 1 down in the third. Misses downstairs, and Sosa losing his command a little bit, and that will lead to our first mound visit. But drawn 13 walks with 10 runs batted in, also a pair of stolen bases. Does a little bit of everything for this team. Sosa working out of the stretch, and a late time is called. Two and 0 on Nardone. Sosa picks out the outside corner for strike 1. Huge call there. Sosa trying to get out of this jam. (3-1). Upstairs, ball 4, and he walked him. The bases are loaded. Second walk of the inning for Sosa. Now, cleanup hitter Stephen Burke comes up with the bases stacked and 1 away. Burke, a dangerous hitter. He's got a homer and 10 ribbies, 13 for 40. He walked his first plate appearance and was stranded at third. Got him to chase. 0-1. Sosa, 0-1 offering. Breaking ball misses up high. It's 1-1. Terada Herzer at third, Palmo at second, and Nardone at first. Amherst trying to climb back into this one. Third, Wesleyan with a run in the first, and a run in the second. Breaking ball just missed inside. And it's 2-1. Kelvin has yet to find a feel for the number 2. Fouled straight back, and I think Burke might have helped him out there, and the count goes 2-2. That looked like ball 3 for sure. That one was Allie's play. She had a chance at that one, but bailed out at the last moment. Count goes 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are juiced for cleanup hitter Stephen Burke. Wesleyan softball also taking on Amherst today. Called strike 3. Sosa picks out a knee-high outside corner. His 4th strikeout, his first strikeout looking, and he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam. That brings up the designated hitter Chase Henley. Does not get any easier from here. He singled in the 2nd inning and has a team-high 16 runs batted in, a chance to add to that total right now. First pitch, breaking ball is laced down the line, but that'll hook foul. 0-1. Sosa trying to work his way back after loading the bases. 0-1, just missed on the outside corner.
That looked real nice, Kel.
Sosa got out of a 2-on, no-out jam in the 2nd, now trying to escape the bases loaded with 1 out in the 3rd. 1-1. That ball is ripped up the middle, fielded it short by Alonso. Flips it to Geibel to get out of the jam. Sosa in back-to-back innings avoids major damage, and this game remains the same. Wesleyan 2 and Amherst 0. The Mammoths no runs on 1 hit. They strand 3 runners as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Wesleyan 2 and Amherst nothing. Back with more from Dresser Diamond after this on the Northeast Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go West.
Stadium, inside Dresser Diamond, Chris Grace alongside Walter Lefeld. This weekend's games are dedicated to raising concussion awareness through the Headway Foundation. Wesleyan Athletics is committed to Headway's New Tough campaign, which looks to redefine what it means to be tough challenging our student athletes to think about concussions differently. Headway Foundation, all weekend here at Wesleyan. So Wesleyan with a 2-0 lead will send Keith, Koff, and Geibel up to the plate, 2, 3, and 4. Wesleyan with 2 runs through the first 2 frames. On 4 hits. Ferrero and Sosa have both done a pretty good job of minimalizing the damage. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. Keith singled to right in his first plate appearance. He was up when Capitelli was caught stealing. He lines one to left, but directly into the glove of Casey, and there's one away. F7 on the putout. Brings up Andrew Koff. Koff, the designated hitter, leading the Cardinals in every offensive category. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play with 2 on in the first. First pitch swinging, chops a slow ground ball to third. Fielded by Burke at short across the diamond in time. Boy, a really nice strong throw by Burke to retire Koff by about a half a step. 6-3 on the putout. Brings up Andrew Geibel with 2 out and nobody on. So, really good backup by Burke as Nardone dove for it and couldn't get there, and Burke was there to make a strong throw from the hole. First pitch to Andrew Geibel, talented first-year second baseman, is outside for ball 1. Geibel drove in the game's first run with a single. Takes a heater in there for the strike. Seventh RBI in his 11th game. Chops one right up the middle. Ferrero is there in the first 1-2-3 inning for the senior from San Francisco. Quickest frame of the game. So Wesleyan sends 3 to the plate. All 3 retired. All 3 put the ball in play. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We head to the 4th. Cardinals lead 2-0 on your home for Wesleyan Athletics. The Northeast Sports Network back with more from Middletown after this. Welcome back to Dresser Diamond. Wesleyan leading 2-0 as we head into the 4th. Will Murphy will lead off for the Mammoths, followed by Simeone and Casey, if anyone should reach. Daniel Chin will get his second plate appearance. Sosa working out of jams in the 2nd and 3rd inning. Trying to do work against the bottom half of the order here in the top of the 4th. First pitch from Kelvin. Fastball swung through, and it's 0-1 on Murphy. He struck out swinging with runners on the corners and nobody out in the 2nd inning. Took something off, and that ball is lifted to pretty deep left field. All the way back at the track, and it's out of here. Will Murphy with a round tripper to left. That ball really carried. Capitelli looked like he had a play on it, but it just kept on going and went over the left field wall. The Mammoths with their first run of the day, and it's a solo home run for Will Murphy. His first stinger of the year, and cuts the deficit in half. It's 2-1. So Simeone now with nobody out will come up for the second time. He also fanned in the second. First pitch heater catches the inside corner. Simeone struck out swinging with runners on the corner and one out in the second inning. Sosa deals, popped up. Could be trouble. Mills comes in and right, makes the call, and there's one away. So Simeone flies out to right field. F9 on your scorecard. Brings up Rob Casey with one away. Casey also struck out with runners on the corners to end the second inning. Mammoths have 3 hits. Kelvin misses downstairs. Count evens at 1-1 on Rob Casey. Sosa working out of the windup. 1-1 pitch. Fastball just missed the inside corner. Chase Pratt wanted that one. Doesn't get the call. And the count goes 2-1 on Rob Casey. That ball is smoked to right center. That's very well hit. Ranging over, though, to make the play is Keith, and there's 2 down. 2 extremely hard hit balls in this 4th inning off of Sosa, but Andrew Keith had plenty of room in the spacious confines of center field to make the play. So Daniel Chin will come up for the second time. His first time up, a couple balls hard foul before grounding out to shortstop. Mammoths have really made Sosa work. That ball's lifted foul and out of play. Amherst and Wesleyan just getting things underway in softball. Scoreless. Sosa takes something off, and it's cued off the end of the bat. It's 0-2. Chin's down to his final strike. Trinity's extended their lead over Bowdoin 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sosa shakes off Pratt. Typically that means we're going to see a breaking ball. Let's see. No, he comes with a heater and misses upstairs. One, 2 on Chin. Took something off, struck him out. Pratt has to go to first, and he completes the strikeout to retire the side. So that is the 5th strikeout for Sosa, 4th swinging. Amherst does, however, put one across on the solo homer from Will Murphy. After 3.5, the Mammoths creep closer. It's 2-1 on your home for Wesleyan Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network. Back from Middletown after this on NSN. Denny Rose to lead off the bottom of the fourth for Wesleyan. Cardinals lead 2-1 over Little 3 rival Amherst in the 293rd all-time meeting between these two schools. Chris Grace with you this NESCAC opening Friday evening in Middletown. Cards have 2 runs on 4 hits. Breaking ball stays upstairs for Ferrero. Beautiful breaking ball in there for strike 1. He's had a great feel for that hook all afternoon long. In on his hands, and it's hooked foul. Count goes 1-2, and that's one of those that stings if you're the hitter. Off the handle. And it just stays fair off the hit. See if he thinks extra bases. Turns the corner. He's heading for 2. And the throw will be cut off. So a double off the hands to lead off the second inning. Rose is 2 for 2. First extra base hit for Wesleyan today. That'll set the stage for Chase Pratt. Chase struck out swinging his first time up to end the first. Chance again to come up with runners in scoring position. That ball is ripped down the line and fielded at first, and not wanting to take a chance at second was Rose. Well played by Murphy to keep the runner at second. Now 1 out, so now Wesleyan cannot score without a hit. Three unassisted on the putout. Jake Alonso grounded to time up. In 3:33 going into today. Rose with a short lead off of second. Rose has 1 stolen base and 1 attack. You see that 2-seam fastball from Ferrero really getting in on the hands of the Cardinal hitters this inning. He was missing inside to start the game, but has done a nice job of attacking since. 0-1 on Alonso. Again, rides the inside portion of the plate with the 2-seamer. Misses to even the count at 1-1. Johnny Corning waiting on deck. Rose with a small lead off of second. Fastball stays upstairs, and it's 2-1 on the shortstop from Haddam, Connecticut. Ferrero paying a lot of attention to Rose and perhaps affecting his accuracy right now with Alonso. And just dropped in for a strike at the letters, borderline strike, and it's 2-2 on Alonso. Looked like a two-seamer that the bottom came out of, maybe a changeup that just stayed high. 2-2, one down in the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals lead 2-1, looking to add on here against Ferrero.
So are you standing here to scare their pitcher? Is that what you're doing?
Fastball called, strike three. Catches Alonso looking, and there's two down. The runner at second. That is the second strikeout for Ferrero, and now the Cardinals, after the leadoff double, will have to get a hit from either their 8 or 9 hitter to push that run across. Johnny Corning reached on an error and scored in the second inning. Just the second strikeout for Ferrero. First looking. Two-seam fastball in on the hands, and that will stay fair. Throw across the diamond in time. So Nardone, not taking any chances, fields that one, and it's 5-3. The Cards get a leadoff double, but Strand Rose at second base. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on. We head to the fifth. Wesleyan 2 and Amherst 1 on your home for Cardinal Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go West.
Top the order for Amherst in the top of the fifth. Sosa deals, and just low on the first pitch heater to Kai Terada-Herzer. Terada-Herzer grounded out to second in the first and walked and was stranded in the third. Sosa with the high leg kick. Breaking ball. Picks out the outside corner. Evening the count at 1-1. 1-1 offering, goes back to the curveball. This time it curved around the plate, and it's 2-1. Sosa with a knee-high two-seamer, even the count at 2-2. Sosa struck out 5 through 4. Worked on of jams in the second and third. Goes sidearm, and that ball is ripped to center, but right at Keith who makes the grab, and there's one away.
Right, Andrew.
Joe Palma, 1 for 2 with a single. Will bat with one down in the fifth. Fastball tugged a little bit outside. Cardinals with a run in the first and the second inning. Amherst, only run coming on a solo homer to lead off the fourth from Murphy. Fastball misses maybe a little inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Sosa. 2-0 on Joe Palma. Two and one. That ball's ripped towards the hole. Ranging over at second is Geibel, and he makes the play in time. Impressive range showed 4-3 to retire Palma for the second time. And there's quickly 2 away here in the fifth. Against the top of the order, this is exactly what Sosa would love. Quick inning. Breaking ball and a beauty. Kind of just a get me over hook, but it's been successful. Nardone is 0 for 1 with a walk. Curveball is laced down the line, but that will hook foul, and quickly it's 0-2 on the number 3 hitter. So Sosa a pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning for just the second time today. Did it in the first. Looking to do it in the fifth. Sosa way upstairs off the screen. Doing his Nuke Lelouch impersonation there. Only thing missing was the bull. 1-2 count. Sosa, it's going to be a tough AB after seeing that one fly by. See if he drops the hook. Fastball inside, and it's 2-2. Two and 2 on Nardone. 2 outs. Breaking ball. Got him in front. It's flied over. Geibel makes the call. Ranging back. Makes the play. A 1-2-3 inning for Sosa. After 4.5, Cardinals lead this one 2-1. Back with more from Middletown after this on the Northeast Sports Network.
Being a Cardinal here at Wesleyan means being a leader and shooting for perfection. It means being selfless and putting the goals of the team first. It means persevering through challenges on and off the court all season long, knowing it'll lead to success. My name is Austin Hutcherson. I am a Little 3 champ, NESCAC and New England Rookie of the Year, and I am proud to be a Cardinal.
Shot, Ted.
It'll be 9-2-1 for the Cardinals in the bottom of the fifth inning. Jamie Mills sacrificed in the second. Now he bats to lead off the fifth. Breaking ball stayed upstairs for Ferrero. It'll be Mills, Capitelli, and Keith.
It's on the plate.
If anybody should reach, then Andrew Koff would get his third plate appearance. Breaking ball misses again, and it's 2-0 on the number 9 hitter. Mills in his first year at Wesleyan, hitting .385 with a stolen base, a pair of extra base hits, 5 for 13 in his young career, and a timeout call. These two teams will play a twin bill tomorrow at Amherst on the first NESCAC Saturday. 2-0 on Mills. Fastball swung through that one, and the count is 2-1. Fouled straight back off the screen. So after missing with a pair of curveballs, Ferrero comes with back-to-back hitters, and Mills swung through both of them. Rides even at 2-2 on Jamie Mills. Out of Bethesda, Maryland. Fouled that one right into the dirt. Stay in the batter's box. The count will remain even at 2-2. Two. Called strike 3. Mills didn't agree with that call. Third strikeout for Ferrero. Brings Wesleyan back to the top of the order with Alex Capitelli. Capitelli walked in the first and scored, and then singled home a run, which is currently the go-ahead run, and was caught stealing to end the second. Ferrero gave up a solo run in the first inning. That ball's ripped towards the hole, and Capitelli's on for the third straight time. He's 2 for 2. That ball was scolded into left field. Andrew Keith will step in. Andrew walked and flew out, singled in the first and flew out in the third. This weekend's games at Wesleyan are dedicated to raising concussion awareness through the Headway Foundation. Wesleyan Athletics is committed to Headway's new Tough campaign, which looks to redefine what it means to be tough, challenging our student athletes to think about concussions differently. Headway Foundation. First pitch swinging, it's skied into center field. And coming in to make the play is Tarada Herzer, and there's 2 down. Andrew Koff will bat with 2 down. Gets away, and that'll be a wild pitch charge to Ferrero, allowing for Capitelli to take second base. So a wild pitch charge to Ferrero. And now a runner in scoring position for Wesleyan with 2 outs. Koff looking for his first hit, 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, including a double play in the first. Fastball misses away. It's 2-0 on the number 3 hitter. Hammer drops in for strike one. Koff is a junior. Having a great start to his third year in Middletown. Trying to knock this run in. 2-1 curveball breaks in there for a strike. Cards have not been able to do anything with that pitch at all today. Now Ferrero, a pitch away from getting out unscathed again. 2-2 on Koff, 2 down, bottom of the fifth. Cardinals lead 2-1. Their opening NESCAC game at home against Little 3 rival Amherst. Checking at second. 2-2 pitch. Driven up the middle. It's off the glove of Burke. They're going to send the runner from third. It's going to be a play at the plate. It gets away. So that's going to be an E6. And that's a huge error. Not only does it allow the runner to reach, but it will also allow Capitelli to score all the way from second. So Koff reaches on an error. And Burke's second error of the day, and this one proves costly. Aggressive coaching at third base to send the runner, and it was the right call. Forcing the issue. Now the Cards have a 3-1 lead. That ball's ripped, but right at the first baseman, Murphy, and Geibel will be retired on a line out to first. But the Cards push one across. 1 run on 1 hit. And 1 runner left on after 5 innings in Middletown. Wesleyan leads 3-1 on the Northeast Sports Network. So the Cardinals score an unearned run in the bottom of the fifth. They lead 3-1. Stephen Burke, who made the error, will lead off the sixth and look to redeem himself. He is 0 for 1. He walked and was stranded in the second and then struck out looking in the third. The Burke, Henley, and Murphy. 4-5-6 to a first pitch breaking ball for Sosa in there for a strike. Sosa's found a nice rhythm after struggling in the second and third inning. He's retired 6 in a row. Just missed downstairs. Kelvin has 5 strikeouts through 5. He's given up 3 hits. Breaking ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So Burke was able to chop one past the diving effort of Geibel and into center field, and a leadoff hit for the shortstop for Amherst. That'll bring up Henley, who's 1 for 2. He singled in the second and grounded out to end the third inning. Burke with good speed at first base. Henley representing the tying run And Pratt will head out to the mound, and I wonder if they're using this as an opportunity to get someone up in the bullpen. It looks like there is some action in the Cardinal bullpen, so this could just be a tactic to bring in a righty here. Let's see if my baseball read is correct. Looks like that might be the case. It's an extended mound visit. It does not look like they will make a move yet. And now, as predicted, Coach Woodworth comes in and he'll make the pitching change. So it was tactical. So with a couple of righties coming up, the Cardinals will call for the bullpen. We'll let you know who's coming in right after this on your home for Cardinals baseball, the Northeast Sports Network. So the Cardinals will call for the sidewinding righty, Pat Clare, to come into the game. A really uncomfortable at bat for righties. Sosa exits, responsible for the runner on first. He can only win this one, can't lose it. Clare has appeared in 4 games, including 2 starts. Struck out 12 and 12 and a third. Chase Henley will come up against Clare. So Sosa exits, having given up the 1 run, responsible for the runner on first. He struck out 5 and gave up 4 hits, including a trio of walks. Burke with a medium-sized lead off of first. First pitch, breaking ball, and a beauty. That one buckled Henley for strike 1. Check swing, and I think it hit him. It did. So the 2-seamer came inside on Henley, and it's a hit by pitch. And now Will Murphy comes up representing the go-ahead run. Of course, his last at-bat ended with a long ball over the left field fence for the only run for Amherst. Now he'll come up with 2 on and nobody out in the biggest at-bat of the game. The Mammoths look to strike gold with Will Murphy. Clare comes set. Checks on Burke at second base. Amherst in full bench jockey mode. trying to rattle Claire. Claire's a senior out of New Jersey. Squares to bunt, pops it up, and that's grabbed for a huge first out. Boy, I'm stunned. Murphy goes deep his last time up. They asked him to bunt, and he popped it up. As Rose comes in for the putout. I don't know. Was certainly not expecting that. So a huge first out. That'll bring up Simeone. Very surprised he was asked to bunt there. The bottom of the order coming up, and guy who just went deep his last time up. First pitch, two-seamer rides a little bit inside. And Claire wanted that one. That ball scalded into right center field. That'll get one in. Burke scores. The throw comes into second. It's cut off. Excuse me, the throw was coming in home and it's cut off. And that's a mistake, as that'll allow the runner to go to second. So a one-out double for Simeone. And now the tying and go-ahead runners are in scoring position. So Henley goes all the way to third. Burke scores. Simeone ends up at second base. So now the tying run is 90 feet away. Infield is in for Amherst. First pitch to Casey is in there for a called strike one. Casey 0 for 2, struck out in the second and flied out deep to right center in the fourth. Breaking ball and a beauty, and it's 0-2. Boy, if I'm Pratt or the Cardinals bench, I'm calling another curveball here, as that has looked very good for Claire. Breaking ball, and it's lifted to shallow right field. Play coming at the plate. They send the runner now. As the throw comes in, they think better of it. And Mills gets enough on the throw, and it will just be a fly out to right field. So Casey retired. A huge second out for Claire. Now the Cards are one out away from getting out of the jam and holding the one-run lead. That brings up Daniel Chin 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Cardinals will shift Chin to go the other way. Another thing to think about here is the nastiness of that breaking ball. Chase Pratt has to be aware. Any pass ball or wild pitch will tie this game. Henley at third base. Breaking ball, swung out and missed. That looked like a wiffle ball on a Saturday afternoon. Do not envy these right-handed hitters for Amherst having to face that thing. 0-1. Breaking ball just missed inside. Cardinal bench wanted that one. 1-1 on Chin. Another righty on deck. The heavily right-handed team. 1-1. Breaking ball. Call. Strike two. Hit the spot again. Boy, he has had that thing dialed in. Now the Cards bench stands up in anticipation. 1-2, 2 away. Tying run at third base. Go ahead run at second base. Claire comes set with the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-2. Claire comes set. Fastball called, strike three. Pratt's got to throw to first to complete it, and he gets out of the jam. Great work by Pat Clare. He's fired up. Punches out Chin. And the Mammoths have to settle for one after 5.5. Amherst cuts the lead to 1. It's Wesleyan 3 and Amherst 2 on the Northeast Sports Network.
Being a Cardinal here at Wesleyan means supporting and facilitating a healthy, competitive environment. It means putting in work, breaking boundaries, and supporting each other. It means getting loud and proud for your teammates. It means pushing through that last lap until there's nothing left. My name is Caroline Murphy. I am a 3-time NESCAC champion and NCAA All-American. And I am proud to be a Cardinal.
A huge performance by Claire coming out of the bullpen to get out of that jam, and the Cardinals keep the narrowest of margins heading into the bottom of the 6th. Danny Rose will lead off for Wesleyan. Danny's 2 for 2. He's singled in the first and doubled in the fourth. Ferrero comes back out for his 6th inning of work. He's given up 3 runs, but only 1 of them earned. He's really pitched well after first couple hitters of this game. One and one the count on Rose. Fastball fouled straight back and off the window. And that window stays strong. Corrected. That window did not survive the challenge. Either way, it's up and in, and that one misses to even the count at 2-2. Two-two count on Rose. Breaking ball, chopped down the line. That'll go foul. Happy Friday to you, wherever you may be watching. Thanks for making us part of your start to the weekend as day starts to turn into night. Hopefully we've got plenty of daylight left as we approach the 6 o'clock hour. Happy hour for some. Fastball upstairs misses and the count goes full. Alongside producer Walter LaFeld, Chris Grace with you on the Northeast Sports Network. It's been a great start to the NESCAC season so far. This is as good of a matchup as you could hope for on the opening weekend. Two teams who hope to contend for NESCAC title this year. That ball's lifted to shallow center field. And a long run for Tarada Herzer, but he makes the play to retire Rose for the first time today. Chase Pratt comes up for the 3rd time, looking to get going offensively. Chase has come up with runners in scoring position twice today. First time up, he struck out swinging. Second time up, hit a hard ball down the line to first where he was retired. Fastball sails away. It's 1-0 on Pratt. Beautiful breaking ball drops in to even the count at 1-1. Amherst leading Wesleyan in softball 2-0. The other side of campus. Breaking ball in there, and it's 1-2. Boy, that has been the bread and butter for Ferrero today, as he has really had a great feel for the number 2 all afternoon long. 1-2 on Pratt. Fastball ripped to right. Hooking down the line, and that'll get down. Pratt makes the turn. He's thinking about 2. A strong throw, head first slide, and he's just in there, safe. Chase Pratt with a 1-out double. The Cards have a runner in scoring position for Alonzo. Boy, Chase needed every bit of that head first slide, looking every part the middle linebacker as he dove into second base. Get every bit of the catcher middle linebacker combo that he is. Ball kind of checked up like a sand wedge in right field when it landed, and I think that helped Chase have enough time. Fastball inside to Alonzo. It's 1-0. Jake is 0 for 2, grounded out to third and struck out looking. Breaking ball and a beauty, a hard, sharp breaking ball. That ball is laced, and this is going to be a double play. Nardone snags it, flips it to second. And that will get Ferrero out of the jam. That's a 5-4 double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the 7th. Wesleyan leads 3-2 on the Northeast Sports Network. Pat Clare comes back out for the top of the 7th inning. He'll be the top of the order for Amherst, Torrada, Herzer, Palmo, and Nardone. If anyone should reach, Stephen Burke will get a try at it. Wesleyan leading 3-2 over Little 3 rival Amherst in their 293rd all-time meeting. Clare with a huge strikeout to get out of that jam in the 6th. Just misses downstairs with a 2-seamer to start the 7th. That one is perfectly placed for strike one. Terada Herzer's 0 for 2. He walked in the third and was stranded at third base. He's also grounded out and lifted one to center field. Breaking ball. Ooh, just stayed up. 2-1. Much like Ferrero, Claire's had a great feel for the curveball since he's come in. 2-1 pitch to the leadoff hitter for Amherst. Breaking ball and a beauty. 2-2. Hard, sharp breaking ball. Two curveball, chopped to third in between hops. Across the diamond in plenty of time. Nice play at third by Corning to retire Terada Herzer, and there's one away. Joe Palmo comes up. Palmo singled in the third, and 1 for 3 with a pop-up and a ground out mixed in. That ball is laced, but that'll easily hook foul. 0-1 on the slugging right fielder, Joe Palmo out of Wesleyan, Texas. Brings me back to our earlier conversation about Wesleyan, Texas. Ball is laced straight back. Before I look like a complete idiot, I'm just going to Google this to make sure. Oh, 0-2 on Palmo. That ball is slicing down the left field line, foul. Downstairs, and it's 1-2 on Palmo. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Westlake is the home of Nick Foles, pretty good one, Super Bowl MVP. Just missed. Also, Drew Brees, that's a pretty good one. If you're into that. Swing and a miss. Palmo goes down. 2 away, and players look fantastic since coming into this game. Breaking ball in there for a strike to Nick Nardone. Nardone has walked, grounded out, and popped up to second. His 3 plate appearances. Breaking ball stays away. Into the seats and foul. 1-2 on Nardone, and Claire is 1 strike away from 1, 2, 3, 7th. Also put the Cardinals 6 outs away from a little 3 win. Breaking ball fouled straight back. Ooh, tried to pick out the outside corner and just missed a little high to even the count at 2-2. Two and two, 2 outs. Nick Nardone at the plate. Breaking ball called, strike 3. A nasty hook. That is 3 Ks for Claire, and it's time to stretch it out. Through 6.5, Wesleyan leading 3-2 on your home for Cardinal Athletics, the Northeast Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go West.
Johnny Corning to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Wesleyan holding on to a 3-2 lead for us. Back out for his 7th inning of work. Corning 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored in the 2nd. Ground out to 4. Looks like he offered, and he did. Couldn't check his swing for strike 1. That was the right call. Downstairs, evens the count at 1-1. Breaking ball hits him. Looked like it maybe got him in the arm somewhere. It looks like it hurt. The way he's holding that arm, or maybe he just wants to show his first base coach where it hit him. Probably the latter. Either way, a leadoff base runner for Wesleyan. And knowing Coach Woodworth, I would not be surprised if they do not try to sacrifice him over to second with no outs in the top of the order coming up. Jamie Mills is up, and he sacrificed successfully in the 2nd inning, and that long look down to third leads me to believe he might be told to do it again. Let's wait and see. First pitch, he does square to bunt, and he gets it down successfully. Ferrero throws to second, but he throws it into center field. So that'll be a sacrifice and an error. It's going to be a fielder's choice and an error. And that works out well for Wesleyan, as now they've got 2 on and nobody's coming up. And that is a tough play to score, so I feel for the official scorer. So Capitelli tricky because I don't know if you score that as sacrifice because you would have had the runner if you made an accurate throw. I believe it's considered a fielder's choice and an error on the throw, but I'm not positive. I'll have to check in on that. It's 2 on, nobody out. Capitelli, who's been on base all 3 times, pair of singles and a walk. He scored 2 runs. The wind picks up. Huge for Wesleyan if they could add on here against Ferrero as Amherst gets some activity in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up. Squares to bunt. They have the wheel play on. Gets it down. The only play goes to first. Throw gets away, but he gets back on the bag. That will be a successful sacrifice for Capitelli. And score that one 2-4. And that will lead to a pitching change. So that's going to be the end of the day for Ferrero with the lefty coming up. Coach Pine is going to call for the southpaw. We'll let you know who it is. Ferrero has thrown his final pitch. Wesleyan leads 3-2, and they're threatening for more. We'll find out what happens after this on the Northeast Sports Network. Carson Glazer into the game for Amherst, replacing Ferrero. Ferrero responsible for both runners on.
Harder.
Glazer, a 6-foot lefty out of San Marino, California. And he will be facing Andrew Keith. Squaring the bunt, and it's popped up, and that's going to be a double play. No, he threw it away! And this is crazy because that's going to be an out at second. The run counts. The run counts, but it's a double play. What a wild play. The runner at second base never got back to the bag, but the runner at third tagged up in time and got home. That's the right call. I've never seen that in my life. That's going to count. Unbelievable. You never know what you're going to see when you come to the ballpark, and I have never seen that in my life. It was a popped-up bunt, fielded. Both runners were coming. The runner who was at third got back and tagged the bag. The runner who was at second never got back. They forced him out at second, and the runner who was at third got home just in front of the throw back to second. That is a scorer's nightmare, but what it is it's the 4th run for Wesleyan. So Corning will score. Technically, it's a double play. I've seen a million baseball games in my life. I've never, ever seen anything quite like that. So either way, a huge insurance run for Wesleyan. They lead 4-2. You score that, a pop-up to the pitcher. He threw it away. And then the left fielder came in and threw back behind the play. So it will be...
Okay, the craziest thing was happening. Okay. So a kid bunts to the right.
And they score the run. Well, it'll go down as a classic sacrifice fly in the scorebook tomorrow, but it was nothing else. And Coach Pine is really heated, but I think they got it right. I really do. Yeah. I really believe they got it right. The runner at third tagged up. The only thing they could say is that the trail runner crossed the runner who was at third, but I don't believe he did. I think they got it completely right. And now somehow we have to get back to baseball, and I don't even know how to begin to do that. Either way, it's 4-2.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to put 1-3 soft bun. Okay, you tell me what to say. Okay.
So it'll be Stephen Burke to lead off the 8th inning. 4, 5, 6 due up against Pat Clare, who's been fantastic since coming in for Wesleyan.
No, yeah. So just one.
So much happened on that last play. The craziest part about it was, as that pitch gets behind Burke and hits him, and the leadoff runner is on for Wesleyan. I mean, for Amherst, excuse me. Second batter that Clare has hit. The pitcher, Glazer, had unlimited time to double up either one of the Cardinal runners who were on base, as they were going for a suicide squeeze on the play. And nearly ran themselves out of the inning. But Glazer rushed the throw and threw it down the line. Okay, now we'll focus in on this action here. Chase Henley representing the tying run. Grounds one to second, could be two. To short for one. Return throw is in time. Double play. And there's a new first baseman in for Wesleyan, as Kai Marcos has come in to play first. That is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. So Marcos is in at first. That means...
Yeah, I know. I already got one. I guess the two ones that
Imagine they moved Rose to the outfield, but we'll wait for... No one ever told us of the changes. See if I can find out what the changes were in between innings. 2 outs now. Misses downstairs. Murphy homered in the 4th and popped up attempting to bunt in the 6th. Also struck out his first time up, 1 for 3 with a homer.
Which one?
Sidearm delivery misses low, and it's 3-0.
Well, third base, I don't know if we're really on the base at that point, but I'm assuming third base.
And a 4-pitch walk. Murphy reaches for the second time. And the tying runner will come up in the form of Seb Simeone. And Wesleyan has some light throwing going on in the bullpen.
No, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm right.
Simeone doubled home a run his last time up. Represents the tying run now with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Takes a breaking ball inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Fouled straight back, evening the count at 1-1. Simeone should reach. Rob Casey would come up. Breaking ball, or a two-seamer, stays inside. It's 2-1. This game has been played on a knife edge from the start. Cardinals holding on to a 2-run lead. Fastball at the letters for strike 2. 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Say we have about 35 minutes of quality daylight left. Breaking ball, chopped to short, flips it to second to retire the side. Through 7.5. Cardinals still lead 4-2. Back with more from Middletown after this on NSN.
Hi, my name is Mike Whalen. I'm the Director of Athletics at Wesleyan University. I hope you have enjoyed following your favorite Cardinal sports team on our webcast provided by Northeast Sports Network. Our relationship with NSN is new and one we hope to continue. It costs us about $50,000 each year to provide this exceptional new service. In order for us to meet that annual NSN fundraising goal, we need your help. We have a website where you can go directly in support of our webcasting efforts. I hope we can count on your help in providing Cardinal sports fans an outstanding online viewing experience. Thank you for your continued support, and go West.
And then it clicks off the third is getting lost because
Andrew Koff to lead off the bottom of the 8th for Wesleyan as they lead 4-2 in this 293rd matchup between the two teams. It looks like both teams have made some changes. We'll try to report them to you when we get them. Check swing, appeal to first for strike 1. Foul straight back, and it's 0-2 on Andrew Koff. That one gets away. The Blazer threw one pitch, and it led to the craziest sequence we've seen in that 7th inning. Fastball called, strike 3. So Koff goes down for the 4th time, including when he reached on an error. Blazer gets him looking. Andrew Geibel will bat. With 1 out in the 8th. Day quickly turns into night. Geibel 1 for 3. Drove in the game's first run. Takes a first pitch strike. Breaking ball peaks over the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 pitch is sliced foul over the Mammoth bench and out of play. The count stays 0-2. Tough shutout Bates and Medford 6-0 today. That ball's lined towards the left center gap, and it'll fall in for an opposite field 1-out hit. Geibel's 2 for 4. Floated one into left field. And that will bring up Tanner Fulkerson, who is batting in place of Danny Rose. So Fulkerson is, I were to guess, I would say he's now playing center field, which means perhaps Keith is out of the game. Don't want to speak out of turn here without knowing for sure. Fulkerson takes that one for strike, and it's 1-1. Fastball stays up, 2-1. Two balls, one strike on Tanner Fulkerson. That ball is skied foul. It'll slice out of play, and the count goes even on the junior out of Longmont, Colorado. Versatile player is Fulkerson. Played last year primarily as a center fielder. Also would come in and play shortstop at times. Breaking ball, call, strike 3, a beauty. Second strikeout looking of the inning, and now it'll be up to Chase Pratt with 2 outs and a runner on first. See how aggressive Coach Woodworth is here with Geibel if he perhaps tries to send him and get a runner into scoring position. Pratt is 1 for 3. He doubled to right field his last time up. 9-1 due up for Amherst in the top of the 9th. That ball's cued towards the hole, fielded at third by Nardone. Low throw and a nice scoop at first by Murphy to retire the side. So Wesleyan leaves 1 man on, 1 hit, no errors. We head to the top of the 9th. Cardinals lead 4-2. Amherst with one last shot at it. Find out what happens next on the Northeast Sports Network.
Being a Cardinal here at Wesleyan means being a leader and shooting for perfection. It means being selfless and putting the goals of the team first. It means persevering through challenges on and off the court all season long, knowing it'll lead to success. My name is Austin Hutcherson. I am a Little 3 champ, NESCAC and New England Rookie of the Year, and I am proud to be a Cardinal.
So Amherst will send up a pinch hitter in the top of the 9th inning. Kevin Schroeder will get his first plate appearance, batting for Rob Casey. It'll be Schroeder followed by Chin and Tarada Herzer. Pat Clare will stay into the game looking for the rare 4-inning save. And he has been spectacular. Fastball fouled straight back and out of play on the rebound. Almost took out a friendly foe. Oh, 1 two-seamer drops over. Schroeder down to his last strike. Schroeder, a sophomore out of Ridgewood, New Jersey. Now faced with an 0-2 count. Two-seamer, oh! That might be a case of the catcher setting up somewhere and the pitch going in another place. And very easily could have been a strike, but I think where Pratt was set up led to it being called a ball. Breaking ball called, strike 3. A nasty hook. And there's one down. That is the 4th punch out for Clare. Clare came into the 6th inning. Breaking ball for strike 1. Daniel Chin is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. He was caught looking by Clare to put out the Flames in the 6th inning, which was really the Mammoths' best chance to take the lead. Oh, downstairs. One and one on Daniel Chin. That ball is poked to center, and that will drop down and in for a hit in front of Fulkerson, who is playing center field. And the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Kai Tarada Herzer. Tarada Herzer 0 for 3 with a walk. And Wesleyan playing the outfield back to avoid the extra base hit. Infield and double play depth. First pitch to Tarada Herzer. Fastball dialed in for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Chop to third, could be 2. To second for 1. Return throw. In time. No, he's safe. Boy, it couldn't have been more than an inch in that one. Holy cow, the Wesleyan bench was 3 steps out, and Tarada Herzer could not have beaten that one by more than a millimeter. So that'll be a 5-4 Fielder's choice. Tarada Herzer reaches. Chin is retired. And now Joe Palmo comes up, representing the tying run, with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And in a lineup that is incredibly right-handed, they finally have the matchup they've been looking for. Palmo did strike out in his only at-bat against Claire in the 7th. Tarada Herzer with good speed at first. Fastball is cued foul for strike 1. Boy, what an exciting game this has been from start to finish. Really nice crowd filing in, staying on a Friday night. For these two teams will do battle twice tomorrow in Amherst. Change the ball out. Kai Marcos is at first base for Wesleyan. Tanner Fulkerson is in center. Oh, 1 count. Fastball popped up, could be the ball game. Fulkerson racing in, and he makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Pat Clare seals the deal. He goes 4 innings of perfect relief, and the Cardinals win their first NESCAC game of the year. Final score, Wesleyan 4, Amherst 2. A hard-fought win for Wesleyan. These two teams will be back at it tomorrow afternoon, but the Cardinals did the job today. Kelvin Sosa gets the win. Andrew Ferrero is the hard luck loser. And Pat Clare with a fantastic 4-inning save. It took just over 2 hours and 30 minutes, but the Cardinals win their first NESCAC game of the year, and they improved to 6-8 in the year. Amherst falls to 6-5 and 0-1 inside the NESCAC. That's going to do it for us here from Middletown. Final score, Wesleyan 4 and Amherst 2. For Walter LaFeld, I'm Chris Gray signing off for now from Dresser Diamond. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. So long, everybody.